What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. Back at it again with another banger, my friends. So kick back, relax, and come take a ride with me.
You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
Man, we had some great action so far in the ACC SEC Challenge going on. Two of the mega conferences in women's college hoops battling it out. School for school, woman for woman, player for player, going at it, man. Now, we know Oklahoma got it started with the win over Louisville. And, hey, man, it's just continued to roll with some great basketball, to be honest with y'all. It's been exciting. Earlier in the day, after a few losses since that South Carolina game, man, NC State had fell out of the rankings, but they found their stride once again against 18th ranked Ole Miss in a game where they started off dominating from the jump and then let Ole Miss, I should say, climb back into it. And, oh, man, NC State almost blew this one. But looking at it, they shot an impressive 46.3% from the field, scoring 68 points to beat Ole Miss 68-61. They also shot the deep ball extremely well, which is something that they've struggled with at times this season. But an impressive 8 of 14, 57.1% from the field, while holding Ole Miss to 3 of 17. And they settled on a lot of threes, man, and kind of shot themselves out of this game. They shot 17.6% from the field. Neither team really shot that great from the free throw line, as we see a lot of free ones left at the line. NC State, the bigger team at points, definitely dominated on the glass, 45-35. They spread the rock around pretty nicely as well, feeding a few different mouths. 12 assists to Ole Miss's 4 assists. 5 blocks for both teams, which is impressive. And NC State, something that has hampered this team all year long, turnovers. 22 turnovers. Can somebody take care of the ball? And it's not like they don't have good guards, bro. That's the crazy part, man. Speaking of good guards, Zoe Brooks continues to have a productive year. 19 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds for the guard. Sanaya Rivers running that point guard position. Stat sheet stuffer, 10 points, 4 assists, 6 rebounds. Typical game for her, just doing a lot of good things to help this offense navigate. Isaiah James, one of the smoothest guards in the country as far as putting the ball in the bucket. Quiet night for her, man. Honestly, only 11 points. Well below her season average of 17.6 points. I'm just saying, Ole Miss did a pretty decent job out there on NC State's best player leading scorer. But it was enough to win, man. They shared the basketball. They made big shots. And they burned Ole Miss from 3 multiple times. They got hot. And then what about the emergence of Zam Jones, man? Zamira Jones out of North Carolina, Pitt, North Carolina. First off, man, I just got to say, she is a tenacious freshman guard that has a just approach to the game that is unmatched by many. 14 points, 1 assist, 5 rebounds, and she only played 16 minutes, man. Like, it's hard to see her not earn a starting spot at some point, even if they go small, because, I mean, right now, she's definitely looking like ACC's 6th player of the year. She's just been a lightning rod off the bench, scoring the basketball. She can shoot the 3 extremely well. Great playmaker, good court vision, elite ball handler, gets to her spots at will. Like, she is going to be special. I think we definitely just got to highlight Zam Jones, man. She is the real deal. And I love watching her play. Just emotion, energy, effort. She got that dog in her, y'all, for sure. But that was a notch for the ACC, kind of leveling the playing field there. But then we had a straight barn burner. Then we also had a blowout, man. UNC dominates. Then we had a straight barn burner, man, between Texas, new SEC edition, and Notre Dame. Bro, when you talk about, I mean, this thing went into overtime, and Texas folded in OT, man. They had, I believe, one bucket. Notre Dame went on an 8-0 run after that bucket in OT. Ended up winning this game 80-70, man. I just want to say, first off, it was really dope to see Rory Harmon as well as Olivia Miles, 2 All-American guards, 2 future first-round WNBA draft picks, really go at it at this game after missing their majority of their season last year, man. Rory Harmon played a lot more. Olivia Miles didn't play at all. But just seeing both of them going at it, 2 great point guards, going blow for blow, play for play. I was just grateful that both these teams were healthy for the most part. Notre Dame needed a big win, man. Honestly, since that USC game, they've dropped a couple. They end up picking up a big win over the 4th team in the country to really reaffirm the fact that they are one of the elite programs in the country this year, gunning for a national championship. 80-70 final score. They shot 44.4% from the field compared to Texas at 37%. Notre Dame 8-17 from 3, something they do well. Sonia Citron hit some big shots down the stretch to help them win this game, man, and had 7 steals, but we'll get to that. Notre Dame 47.1%. Texas shot a lot more threes than they typically shoot on an average night, man. I think Notre Dame's zone defense really just turned them into a jump shooting team, kept them out of the lane more so than they typically get, less paint touches than they're used to, and it was a horrible shooting night for them, man. 8 of 24, and this was a big difference right here. 33.3% from the field. They only shot 11 free throws compared to Notre Dame's 17. Notre Dame was the more aggressive team, but what's crazy is Texas dominated the glass, man. 46 rebounds to 37 rebounds. They also won the assist battle 15-13. Turnovers will kill you, though, and Notre Dame, so good in transition, will turn those turnovers into points at the other end. With Hidalgo, with Miles, with Citron attacking, you got to take care of the basketball. Olivia Miles had Sonia Citron had 7 steals. Hannah Hidalgo had 3 steals, man. 23 turnovers. When you talk about just causing pure havoc, this is what you mean, man. Honestly, just applying pressure. And Notre Dame still isn't really getting any production from their bench for the most part, but it does not matter with this big 3, man. Hannah Hidalgo with a season-high 30 points, 4 assists, 8 rebounds. We got to start talking about her as the best player in the country, man. I'm sorry. But a 30 ball following up Juju's 50 ball. Hidalgo is just dominant on both sides of the basketball. Can score it from anywhere. Has the ball on a string. Is a capable playmaker. Elite passer. Elite court vision. Great range on the 3. Blur in space. Deadly first step. One of the deadliest first steps that we have seen in college basketball within the last 2 years. You give an inch. You play too close, you are getting blown by. And even at 5'6", man, elite finisher with both hands. Nice float game. Can stop on a dime. Mid-range, change gears on you, change speeds. Like, Hidalgo made so many big shots. Hit the big 3 to give them the lead to start out overtime. She just continued to make plays down the stretch for this group, grabbing big rebounds at the end of the game. Man, she is definitely one of the best point guards in the country, if not the best right now. There's not many guards you can name that are truly playing better than her. Hidalgo, man, is sensational. She's taking that next step. She is the number 1 option for the team. Olivia Miles, Sonia Citron, great players. This is definitely Hidalgo's show, though. But definitely a great 3-headed monster. They complement each other. And to be honest, it definitely can be anybody's night. They all bring a different skill set to the game that really just benefits this lineup. Sonia Citron, 18 points, 1 assist, 7 rebounds, 7 steals. What she does on the defensive end and how she impacts the winning and makes plays for Notre Dame on both ends is not reflected truthfully in the box score. You really got to watch her game. You got to watch them play to understand the impact that she has, because this team does not go without Citron. Like, she's the ultimate glue player. She makes plays on both sides. She's assigned the top perimeter scoring threat every night and gives them a hell of a time scoring the basketball. Ask Juju Watkins. 43 minutes played. I just love the 3-and-D ability that she brings to the game. She just makes winning plays. She's highly active, great hands, great length. made some huge three-pointers down the stretch for this team to really push this game open and help Notre Dame seal the deal. And then Olivia Miles, man, coming back, first game back off a torn ACL, gets a triple-double. She's been on fire since. No player in the WNBA draft has helped their stock more than Olivia Miles, other than maybe Sedona Prince, in my opinion, or Haley Van Lith. But Olivia Miles, man, just unquestioned leader of this group, heart and soul, makes just controls the tempo. When they need a big play, she's ready, but she's also the coach on the floor. Being an upperclassman, 18.6 assists, 2 rebounds. When things are getting hectic, they put the ball in her hand and she can slow it down. She can help this team regroup. And you can tell that they really missed her presence last season. It's great to see her come off that injury and look just like her old self. And she's shooting the three better than almost any year that she's been at Notre Dame. Madison Booker had a big game. It was tough sledding for everybody else for the most part. Madison Booker was out there hooping, though. Shout out Shea Holly. She made some big shots, too. But Madison Booker, 20 points, 5 assists, 8 rebounds. AP first-team All-American. Sophomore that it had to really take her game to the next level last season when Roy Harmon went out. And we saw her playmaking ability on full effect. She blossomed into one of the best point forwards in the game right before our very eyes. Super efficient. One of the best mid-range games we've seen, always in attack mode. She slimmed down a bit as well. Looks like she's in great shape out there. Played 42 minutes, second most minutes on the team. She came to play today. Everybody else, it was tough sledding for the most part. She definitely came to play today, though, and we expected a big year out of her. Rory Harmon, quiet night scoring the basketball, and some turnovers, but looking at it, 6 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. She was out there definitely giving effort on both ends. Finished second, tied for first with assists. It's just the shots weren't falling. There weren't many opportunities there, man. I think the length of Notre Dame really bothered Harmon in this contest. She did play 44 minutes, looked strong. But, these guards will swallow you up, and they definitely made it just a priority to take Rory Harmon out of this game and make her completely uncomfortable. And that's what it looked like for majority of the game. Shea Holly, 14 points. Nice shooting night for her. They did get some production from some, their front court as well. Kyla Oldecree, 13 points, 8 rebounds. But, hey, man, honestly, for the most part, when you got Rory Harmon locked in a bottle, and Layla Filia only played 15 minutes in this one. She only had 3 points. One of the big transfers in the transfer portal came to this group, who is going to be a big part of what they do this season, man. But it was just, Texas, they were fighting some adversity. They were definitely fighting some adversity. And it just hasn't been the ideal start for Layla Filia with Texas, only averaging 7 points per game. No, she had surgery over the summer and may still be getting back to her form where we saw her lead Michigan in scoring last season. But she's going to be a big part of what they do this year. And when people had them as a top 4 team in the country and a potential national title contender, she was heavily included in the plans. So when she gets back to form, this team will look totally different, but just lack some firepower tonight against a very efficient and talented backcourt of Notre Dame, to be honest with y'all. But Texas definitely will look a lot different in the next couple of months, as will many of these teams. But Notre Dame caught them lacking this game, and it was another win for the ACC. Speaking of ACC wins, man, rounding us out, UNC put the beats 72-53 on Kentucky, going against Kenny Brooks, a familiar face, coached Virginia Tech to some program highs while he was there. Took the point guard Georgia Amora with him, and she's been pretty good this year. But North Carolina came out, punched this team in the mouth in the first quarter, and never looked back. Big win for UNC, man. They shoot 47.5% from the field, 7 of 18 from 3, 38.9%. Kentucky put up 24 threes, only hit 7 of them, 29.2% from the field. Looking at it, UNC won the free throw battle. They dominated the glass 37-29. Shout out Gak Dang. 15 assists to 11, 4 blocks, and they forced 13 turnovers against Kentucky as well, which is also a big difference when you're trying to win games. For the winning Tar Heels, leading the way was Raina Kelly. Deja Kelly left, but hey, the sophomore Raina Kelly ready to produce as well already. She's definitely improved from last season, averaging 7.6 points per game compared to 4.6. It's a new Kelly in town. I'm just letting you know, but she led the way for UNC with 18 points. Also had 6 assists and 3 rebounds. A very promising game for the young sophomore. Maria Gakdang has been a program pillar for the last several years on this team. They were hoping that she would definitely come back this season, and she was big tonight with 16 points and 9 rebounds in 29 minutes of play. Alyssa Utsby, arguably their top returning player, continues to be a valuable stat sheet stuffer with 13 points, 3 assists, 8 rebounds for her. And they get the job done, man. Sierra Toomey, shout out to the freshman, man. She's been really spectacular shooting the basketball this year. Love her size, her versatility. She finishes with 8 points. She's definitely been a really big bright spot, man. I really like her game. I think she's going to be a special talent. On the other side, leading the way for Kentucky, Deja Lawrence with 17 points. Georgia Moore, 10 points, 8 assists for the point guard, who I definitely think should be talked about as a first-round potential draft pick or, early second-round pick. If she gets in the right situation in the WNBA, man, Georgia Moore is going to be a really good backup point guard, in my opinion. Amelia Hassett had 13 points and 13 rebounds anchoring the paint for them, but UNC just too much. Big win for the Tar Heels. They were 16th coming in. Both teams only had one loss. Kentucky was ranked 14th. UNC gets it done, and hey, salute to them, man. Gotta salute them. That's a wrap for us. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, comment, like, share to stay up with all the latest and the greatest. Follow us on social media at Brandon Lee TV. Great action, and we will keep y'all updated as more games conclude. That is a wrap. Until next time, we out.